Hi, today I'm going to show the project which I've done on the face recognition. It's using AI. So this is our face classifier code where I have trained on certain faces. So let me just start the run. So once we keep the run, we can see we are going to have a camera open over here. So the camera is going to detect the person who are there in front of the camera. So let me just open it in front. So yeah, you can see it is able to recognize my faces, and then it's also going to tell who am I actually. So let me just stop the recording. So this is how the code is working now. Once I press quit, it is able to exit the code, and whatever it has stored, it is been stored into the Mongo database. So it's a kind of attendance system mechanism where it is going to have the attendance of the people who are there. Use face underscore logs, show collections, and then we can use this command like db recognize command, where it will show the list of people over there in front of the camera. So we can see these many people are there. You can see my name has been recorded, like today's date and the timing as well. So this is how this code has been designed. So it's a kind of attendance mechanism for all the faces which are trained on the system. So moving on to the another project which I have designed is on the sign language detection. So it is going to interpret the characters which are going to identify with the sign language. So generally sign languages are something like which we interpret through our hands. So this is also going to use the laptop webcam, and thereafter like whatever we are predicting, it will just show. Like you can see this is character E, this is character D, this is character C, this is character B. So yeah, so different sign languages you can see, like the hand gestures are also made, and we can see the number lines also showing there. So moving on to some other projects which I've done in the field of data science and machine learning are I need to launch it actually. So there was some kind of a hackathon project which was there part of our semester program. So this has been designed on the data set where it is going to see like how many employees are leaving the company, a kind of attrition rate. So for which we have got the train and test data sets. So we have imported all the required libraries beforehand, and then moving on, we can see this is the structure of the data, and this is the shape of the data, and these are the data types basically. So you can see all the float columns over here, and then we can see like what is the percentage of missing values for all the columns. So this is showing all the percentage missing values for all the different attributes. So we are going to do the data treatment basically. So we can see like we're able to replace all these values the np.nan. So wherever these values lie has been replaced with np.nan, so we can see the nan over here. So after that we are just taking some of the integer columns and just checking like what is this skewness over here, if it is left skewed or right skewed. So if it is left skewed, we'll replace it with the mean. If it is right skewed, we'll replace with the median. Same goes with the other integer columns as well, like hours and week, home to work, work experience, salary hike, last year, department. So yeah, so department, like we can see like there are some uh, null values which is like 124 records are there. So for that we are just checking like what are the value counts for all this and what is the mode. So the mode stands for the maximum values. The maximum is analytics only. So for the analytics we'll just replace all the nan with the analytics part. So after that we see that the no null values lies in the department column. So moving forward, like we have monthly income also, where we have some 93 null values over here. So again the skewness part, because it's integer column, so we'll just go for the skewness. And same goes with last promotion. Gender, yeah, gender, we can see the value counts and we can see like F and female both stand the same nominations. So this nomenclature we can just change F with the female, so you just replace it and now we can see the these replace, this is represented properly. So again we are checking the mode. So mode lies on the male because more number of counts are there for the male, so we'll just replace all the nan values with the male, so we don't have any further nan values. So these kind of data treatment we are doing for everything, and after doing we can see that we don't have any missing values for any of the columns. So this is the first set of steps that we have done, and we have changed the tail part also. We don't have any nan values. After that we are just changing all the float columns to the integer so that it should be uniform. And we have only two data types now, integer and the object type. We can see over here we don't have any float columns any further. So now moving forward we are taking all the numerical columns and we are just trying to just remove the outliers using this quantile values. You see the quantile of 0.25 or 0.75 as per the formula, and if there are any outliers it will be clean, it will be removed from the data set. So after that we can see the shape which lies like itna rows and itna columns, 5180 rows and 16 columns are there. For the categorical columns, again we select the object data type and we see again like M and married both stand for the same nomenclature, so we are just replacing M with the married so that it should be uniform throughout the data set. So we don't have any further, we have only three categories now. So after that we are just taking all the object columns and just checking the value count just to analyze that we don't have any ambiguity over there. And then moving forward we are checking the uniqueness, and then we are just changing all this object columns as a string type. So we are just made it everything as a string column, and then we are doing the label encoding. So after doing the label encoding we are dropping the original column also. So this label encoding is a new column for this for a while, and then we are dropping the original column which is no more required. So we can see that all the string columns has been changed to the integer columns. And now this is our final thing where we have all the integer columns and we don't have any object columns there. So after doing this we are just removing the columns which are not required, like employee is something which is not required in the training part, so we'll just remove it. And the attrition is the target column basically, so just we'll make attrition as a Y column, and then we'll have the X dot head where we don't have any attrition and employee ID over here. So moving forward, like so similar treatment that you've done on the train we'll do for the test data as well, what you've done above. So after doing all the treatment, similar kind of work. So this is our final X test head, and then this is our final X test shape. So we are just putting a standard scaler just to make uniformity across all the data sets columns. So we are just applying standard scaler on the X dot columns, means all the input columns. We just have a proper uniformity and everything will be put as a kind of a scalar format. After that, we'll import the scalar, and we'll use the random forest classifier model, and we'll do the fitting on the x and y data set. And after fitting, we are just checking the cross validation score on this model, and the accuracy is just accuracy. The scoring basically in terms of accuracy. So we see like the accuracy is quite very good, which is 99.21%. So based on that, we are predicting the y values on the x text, and whatever the prediction which is coming, we are going to just name it as employee ID and the attrition, and then based on that, we'll just save our output over there. So this is the final steps, that was the requirement. So we are able to generate the final output. So we see the output, this is the one. So we will have the employee ID and attrition 1 and 0. 1 and 0, it is the employee will leave the organization. 0, he won't leave the organization. So based on the training part, it was able to do this kind of prediction on the test data set. So this was something as a part of hackathon, and there were quite others also, but yeah, we'll just wrap up over here. Thank you.